Hi, ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to the 6th session of our public lectures on the journalist and the law. In this season, we are going to be talking about family law. We are going to look at family law, specifically divorce law. But before we get into divorce law proper in Cameroon, let us examine two words that are often misused and abused, not only by journalists, but also by some legal practitioners. These words are domicile and residence. What is domicile? Domicile is your home, your permanent home. Domicile is a connecting factor that links an individual to a territory that has its own legal system. Sometimes we hear people say that somebody is domiciled in Bafoussam or in Buea. This cannot be the case because Bafoussam and Buea do not have their own legal systems. But in Cameroon, there are two legal systems, the common law and the civil law, by virtue of Section 68 of the 1996 Constitution. So when we say domicile is your permanent home that connects you or links you to a legal system, it means that in Cameroon you are either domiciled in the former West Cameroon or domiciled in the former East Cameroon. Everybody, every individual can have only one domicile at a time. You can have domicile of origin, that is to say the domicile of your parents for a child who is born in marriage, the domicile of your father, a child who is born out of wedlock, the domicile of your mother, that is domicile of origin. Now when you get to the age of majority in Cameroon, the age of majority is 21 or 20 as the case may be. When you attain the age of majority, you can now choose another domicile. It becomes a domicile of choice. The third one is domicile of dependency. A domicile of dependency is one given to a person who is dependent on others. For example, somebody of unsound mind or a married woman who gets the domicile of her husband and people who are not mentally stable. That is what a domicile is, your permanent home. And it's a matter of intention. You look at where the man's burial ground will be, where he intends that he will be buried when he dies, where he has his economic ties, where he has most of his extended family members. That place will be the man's domicile, irrespective of where he's staying. Now the second one is residence. Residence is your habitual or usual place of abode, where you are living. You can have so many residences. For example, I am living in Yaoundé. I have a house in Yaoundé. I'm a resident in Yaoundé. I also have a family house in Mutengene. I'm also a resident in Mutengene. So an individual can have more than one residences, but you can have only one domicile. Take note, there's a difference between domicile and nationality. Nationality is also a connecting factor, but it connects you to a country to which you owe allegiance. Everybody who lives in these 475,000 square kilometers has the Cameroonian nationality, is a Cameroonian. So everybody who lives in this country is called a Cameroonian. That is our nationality. That is the uniting factor or the factor that connects each individual in this country to this nation called Cameroon, our nationality of Cameroonian, being a Cameroonian. It's different from a domicile because a domicile links you not to a country but to a legal system. Because there can be only one nationality, but in one country there can be so many domiciles or so many legal systems. Like in Cameroon, I already explained that by virtue of Section 68 of the Constitution of 1996, 18 January 1996, Cameroon has two legal systems. The common law applicable in the northwest and southwest regions and the civil law applicable in the other 8 regions of the country. So ladies and gentlemen, you now understand the difference between a domicile and residence. Let me summarize that again. A domicile is a connecting factor, your permanent home, which links you to a legal system. So you can either be domiciled in former West Cameroon or you are domiciled in former East Cameroon. But you cannot be domiciled in Yaoundé, you cannot be domiciled in Buea. But you can have a residence in Bafoussam, you can have a residence in Yaoundé, you can have a residence in Buea. But for all of this, we have only one nationality. We are all Cameroonians. That is a linking factor, the connecting factor that binds everybody in this country to this nation to which we owe allegiance as Cameroonians. That was the difference between domicile and residence. It was important for us to know this before we move on to the next series of lectures, because the next series of lectures will determine or will be dependent on the understanding of the knowledge or the concepts of domicile and residence. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have any suggestions, contributions, if you like what we are doing or you have anything to say, why not let us know? Get to us through the email address that appears below the screen, or call us on the telephone number that is on the screen right now, which can also be used for your WhatsApp messages. Until we meet again some other time, thank you for watching and for listening. Goodbye.